All right, I'm NAZ Today meteorologist Lee Bourne. Happy 2018. Hope the new year finds you well. We'll start off this weathercast looking back at some of the climate that we had during the year 2017. Of course, the last 4 or 5 months were super dry, and we're in completely uncharted waters here with how dry the period September until now has been, with very little moisture. Coming to you here on Thursday, January the 4th, and we look back, and Flagstaff Airport checking in as the 3rd warmest year on record. Prescott Airport, the 1st warmest year. We also have the 1st warmest year in Window Rock. Winslow is the 1st warmest year on record, and Page, also the 1st warmest year. Most of them beating out last year as the warmest year each spot locally. As far as moisture goes, the very far right-hand column there, most places not really in dry, top 10 dry type territory, with the exception of, what do we have, 4th driest for Winslow and 5th driest for Window Rock. In Flagstaff, we ended up with 18.01 inches, I believe, on the year, and we hadn't seen much since the monsoon ended. Okay, we're still waiting for that official 1st snowfall in Flagstaff. Of course, we had a dusting or just a little bit across town there just before Christmas, but Flagstaff Pulliam Airport, the place where they officially take that, only reported a trace, so we haven't had the measurable first snow. And right now, we're ranked 4th for the latest first snow ever in Flagstaff record-keeping history. This dates all the way back to the past century here, even 1898, and the 3rd latest snow, January 5th. We're going to beat that. The 2nd latest snow, January 7th. Don't see any snow before January 7th, and it looks like we're going to get at least into the 2nd spot. The latest snow we ever had was January 1st back in, or January 15th, I should say, back in 2006. We do have some chances for some snow before then. First, let's talk about the big bomb cyclone, the huge blizzard that's affecting the East Coast on this Thursday, January 4th. Maybe you heard of it. Here it is on the satellite. Huge snowstorm up and down the East Coast. It snowed all the way from Florida, and today it is a blizzard moving into New England, an exceptional storm. And maybe you've heard people talking about it being called a bomb cyclone, which is a real term for this storm. Meteorologists refer to an area of low pressure that's losing pressure very rapidly as a bomb. The criteria is 24 millibars in 24 hours. This storm system losing 50 millibars in 24 hours. Some really spectacular imagery coming out of the new high-definition satellites in space. Goes east, and here's the storm system wrapped up in the northeast here on Thursday evening. And what else did I want to say about this storm system? The strongest, lowest pressure of any winter-type storm system on record out here in the Atlantic during the winter. It has the same kind of central low pressure and characteristics of a hurricane. A very remarkable storm indeed. Want to just zoom in on it a little bit more from that same image. Here it is, all wrapped up. And then notice down as we get into the southeast, all this white, this is the snow that it left down in the southeast yesterday, snowing all the way as far south as Tallahassee, Florida. And the weird thing, Tallahassee, Florida, more snowfall this season than here in Flagstaff. All right, this storm system is really going to have a ripple effect on the atmosphere, rearrange this persistent pattern that we have been having, where the West Coast, we've been in this huge ridge of high pressure for the last month plus, while the East Coast is in a cold and stormy trough of low pressure. But this is like taking like a bullwhip and snapping it, and you get the big whip, and that's just going to send a ripple effect all around the globe and really break this high pressure down eventually and open the storm window for us here in the west. Things are changing for us over the coming days. We switch it over to the Pacific satellite. It's going to take a few days. We do have a little weak storm system right here that's going to move into Arizona come Saturday. Some very light rain showers across very far northern Arizona. And if we look way out in the Pacific, you can just barely see a very strong jet stream moving in. We have high pressure finally breaking down. It looks like this storm system may bring us that first snowfall as we get into early mid next week time frame. Don't want to like overhype the storm. It looks like a decent storm, but we've seen several storm systems at the 5, 6, 7 days out kind of fizzle on us. But this one, models are trending to bring it in for us. Kind of a warm storm starting off as some rain next Monday and Tuesday, and then a little bit of snow for us come Tuesday night. All right, so the forecast has very mild temperatures here to close out the work week right into the weekend. I do not think we see any rain showers in Flagstaff Saturday, but it's not out of the question. A little sunny break Sunday, and then Monday, that moisture starts to make its way in. Some light rain showers possible. Tuesday, the storm just starts approaching. Temperature's still mild, but as the cold front moves through, Tuesday night into Wednesday, fingers crossed for our first snowfall. All right, have a great weekend. Thanks for checking in with us.